What it do? Who put you on? It's your boy Key, and I'm bringing you with another reaction over here though. About New York and about a dance that was created due to a young man's death. It's a lot to be said about that, man. This new generation, I wouldn't even say new generation, because I think even if phones and stuff like that was like popular during my era, even in high school, we had phones, we just ain't have like the phones that we got now. You know what I'm saying? So but I feel as if like we would have probably been doing the same thing. It wouldn't have been nothing different and stuff like that as far as recording stuff, making fun of people deaf and all that other stuff. Even though it's crazy, but we had a point where it's like everybody think everything that they see on social media is comedy. You get what I'm saying? At times. You know what I'm saying? Or like people just find a way to make money off it or something like that, which is another crazy thing that you got to think about. But anyway, not trying to keep y'all for long. Had to bring y'all another reaction. Another video reaction? Yeah, I could say video reaction. You know what I'm saying? So, another beef in New York. Anyway, man, not trying to keep y'all for long. So, let's get it. Alright, broskies. Turn me on the headphones. Alright, hit my bing. I hear my bing. Alright, let's get it.
TikTok's been going crazy recently with a new dance coming out of New York, which has been trending all over the app. But a lot of people don't even know that they're dancing to one of the most disrespectful dances to come out in a long time. Today, we are going into the violent backstory behind the dance called the Notti Bop. So guys, this video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Now I'm sure everyone's heard of Raid Shadow Legends. Is basically arena matches. I personally have actually used for anywhere each month for Raid. They just and if that's not enough, also, if you're and you'll get unique awesome champions.
Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go. Let's get it. Jesus Christ. Know what I'm saying?
Before we get
definitely
into
shout
this,
out who he
already,
was sponsoring. Holla at me.
I'm talking about. I put the link to it in the description. But to start this story, we have to go to Harlem in New York. More specifically, a district inside Harlem called Sugar Hill. A place infamous for multiple reasons. But nowadays, it's known to be the area of a gang called the OYs, or Original Youngins. A gang which has beef with a lot of Harlem gangs and gangs from a neighboring borough called the Bronx. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you'll know the Bronx drill music.
I'm not promoting it, but some of these names coming up,
which I go into a bit more in one of my videos I posted up a few months back. And even despite Sugar Hill not being in the Bronx, the OY's gang has been a big part of this Bronx drill scene, with OY rappers like E.Baby and Sugar Hill Keem starting to hit some good views on their tracks. It wasn't long till other members of OY started hopping on tracks as well, including two brothers who went by the names Didi and Notti Bop. But these guys were different. They were kids. Notti was 14 and Didi was only 15 when they first started rapping, and they were really rapping some hot stuff on drill beats, throwing up gang signs and dissing dead ops despite being so young. But unfortunately, soon both their lives would change forever.
Over here, I feel like no matter where at damn near in America, certain places like, yo, you are like 9 years old. And I wouldn't say all of them, but it's like, yeah, you have select a few like that's at that age, and by the time you 13, that percentage goes up a little bit more as well, because it's like we in an urban area where it's like we amongst everybody. It's populated everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking like as far as in the East Coast. I can't speak as far as in everywhere because I ain't live everywhere in America, but the East Coast is populated everywhere, and I can see how gang and everything is very influenced to the kids because they ain't really much to do outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
At 9th, Notti and Didi
took the boys and girls clubs away and stuff
until they separated around 3 PM. Didi went back to his block, but Notti alongside one of his friends were taking the subway to somewhere else. This was when Notti and his friend allegedly spotted a 15-year-old opposition to the OY gang. Notti and his friend was said to have cornered the 15-year-old on the platform, attacking him with a broomstick, with even some reports saying Notti and his friend even pushed the 15-year-old onto the train tracks at once.
Bro, this beat is
what Notti didn't know was that
the beat in the back is really fitting the video. I want to know, did you do this? Like, was this a mistake? Because some things be mistake. When you editing and stuff like that, you're like, oh, snap, I caught that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I'd be dropping, like, some of the songs and stuff be dropping at the right time. You know what I mean? But anyway.
15-year-old was packed with a knife. And the altercation ended with the 15-year-old stabbing Notti, causing him to lose a lot of blood and collapsing inside the station. Notti was rushed to hospital, and his brother Didi got the call that Notti had been stabbed and went to go visit him in the hospital. But sadly, it wasn't long before Notti, a 14-year-old kid, was pronounced dead. New York was in shock. Notti's death was all over the news and internet. Main reason just to do with how young he was. But Notti's death was also a subject to a lot of disrespect by opposition gangs in the Bronx and Harlem. See, Notti's gang, the OYs, are one of the most hated gangs in Harlem and have a reputation for being quite disrespectful in their songs. Even Notti himself would diss Dead Ops in multiple songs he released before his death, which definitely led to him being disrespected so much. Opposition gangs even destroyed a mural which was made for him, and Notti was starting to be a name regularly dissed in Bronx drill tracks. But
yo, that part is getting a little out of hand. I'm seeing a lot of that, like people disrespecting people murals and stuff like that. I look at it as, man, people, parents and mothers and them like set that up, like not their friends all the time. So for you to like come and disrespect them, it's like I can't say much because it's like I don't want to be talking out the side of my mouth by saying like, well, because it's like I definitely understand it. As far as in like, bro, if I don't like you, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm really from that. Like I don't care how you feel about disrespect. I care I even disrespect your grave, my guy. But it's like now that I'm older and I sit back and see things, it's like, I gotta chill out now. The respect gotta be somewhere.
This disrespect towards Notti's name was taken to a whole nother level when a Brooklyn drill group called 4-1 made a song called the Notti Bop, literally making a dance move which mimics the way Notti Osama was stabbed to death. And the worst thing about the song is it's actually a hit. The track hit 1 million views in less than 3 days on YouTube and was even trending on the YouTube homepage. But a lot of people were kinda confused. Why is a Brooklyn drill group dissing a dead rapper from Harlem? Like, both areas where the 4-1 group is from and where Notti is from is more than an hour apart. So,
and I promise you this, driving is like 2 hours away. No lie. It's 2 hours away. As y'all can see, man, right across, I'm right there where it says New Jersey. I'm between Hoboken and Bayonne. You know what I'm saying? That 440 area right there. And that all me. Anyway, though, man.
Kind of a stretch for them to both have problems on the streets. But before the 4-1 group brought out this Notti diss track, 4-1 and OY had a bit of bad history between each other. So 4-1 are a drill group from Brownsville in Brooklyn, an area which borders East Flatbush, the birthplace of the notorious Brooklyn rapper Bobby Shmurda's gang GS9. Brownsville is known in New York to be one of the most dangerous areas in the city, with one of the highest murder rates, drug-related incidents, and the lowest life expectancy in New York. But the 4-1 group kinda came out of nowhere. They really started gaining some traction this year, mainly due to one of their rappers called Kyle Rich, dropping some good consistent singles which were hitting millions of views. Kyle Rich also dropped a track with other 4-1 members back in January, and the song proved to be a breakout track for the Brownsville group, who literally came out of nowhere. But the fact they came out of nowhere also drove a few speculations towards the group. Just like most drill music coming out of New York, 4-1 were talking a lot of violence in their songs, and a lot of people were saying they weren't really about what they were rapping, and that the group is just a bunch of civilians who started to get together and start rapping. But despite all the rumors, they were becoming the biggest.
Bro, sometimes it do be the people that would put a battery in the backs of certain other rappers and stuff like that. They be like, yeah, you capping and you rapping, all this other stuff. Bro, that's why I said I'd be a ghostwriter, and I would stand up to it. You know what I'm saying? And be like, bro, I don't care. Dog, I done put my moms in the sticks. I don't know what I mean. But anyway.
Drill group in
So
the
capping the
Brooklyn
raps,
drill
it
scene.
doesn't
Now you're
really
probably
matter.
wondering
My boy.
how
Nobody
this
cares.
new drill group in
Nobody
Brooklyn,
cares
who
majority of
supposedly
the
has
time.
no
They just
issues
wanna hear
with
good
anyone
music.
else, ever got into a feud with Notti Osama's gang, the OYs. All of this kind of stems from a situation that happened a while back from two rappers of the OYs gang called Blockwork and Sugar Hill Keem. Allegedly, both rappers were walking down Harlem when the opposition tried to pull up on them. That's when one man who police claim is Sugar Hill Keem lets off fire into the gang who's trying to pull up on them, while the other man who police claim is Blockwork hides behind a car. Now both Sugar Hill Keem and Blockwork got arrested for this, and Sugar Hill Keem started claiming that Blockwork snitched on the case, but Blockwork also claimed that Sugar Hill Keem was dry snitching on him. But it seems that for whatever reason, the OYs gang took Sugar Hill Keem's side on this. Cool.
Like people always say, like this new like the new generation is more snitching, all this other stuff. I feel as if like people been with snitching. It's just we got social media and stuff that holds you up to your snitching and stuff like that. Man, you know how many people probably snitching probably still in the hood to this day? Because a lot of people got put away. You know what I'm saying? In that 2090s. So let's start sitting back and thinking like, man, who was really snitching? Because a lot of y'all uncles that still was out, what happened to all their homies? You know what I'm saying? That was in jail. Why your uncle ain't in jail? Anyway though, man.
A whole OYs gang and another gang linked to the OYs called the OGs to turn on Blockwork.
And your uncle really wasn't in her like that.
Rapper called Shawty K, who called out Blockwork multiple times. So now this is when the Brooklyn drill group 4-1 gets involved. Blockwork at the time was being managed by someone called Big KVH, the same person who manages the 4-1 group. So 4-1 and Blockwork started linking up, and as expected, the OYs and OGs gang didn't like this new link up, and a lot of their rappers had a few things to say about this. Also, at the time, OG's rapper Shawty K had a separate problem with Blockwork and 4-1's manager Big KVH. KVH used to actually be Shawty K's manager until both of them ran into issues and split up. Shawty K then went onto his Insta Live on March the 2nd, calling out 4-1's manager and also dissing 4-1. That's when 4-1 member Kyle Rich snapped back at Shawty K, saying that his manager pretty much made him to what he is now, and also threw.
Bro, this is why I say I want to be a blogger or something like that. If y'all could just help me out, I'm about to start making like a Discord or something, like a post or something, so y'all could keep me in the loop or stuff like that, and like I could put it out, do a reaction or something like that, or just bring it to the limelight. Hopefully, like my voice could calm a lot of people down before it gets to a certain point, if it didn't get to that point yet. You know what I'm saying? But anyway.
That he's smoking on Shawty K's dead father. After this, another 4-1
I ain't saying I'm gonna stop it, but maybe like I'll probably put like a thought in their mind and be like, you know what? Let me just shut out a little bit.
Heavily dissing mainly Shawty K and his gang. In this track, Blockwork pretty much says that he's repping 4-1 now, with the line "better run when I scream 4-1. Shawty K responded to all of this in his song called New Ops. In this tune, he pretty much says why is 4-1 dissing him, when before they were asking for features, and he also calls 4-1 broke. Now this is when Notti Osama gets involved in this story.
4-1K, y'all jacking the snitches. Okay, y'all gonna get stitches. Pulling my tool when it's time for the mission. Spit to the A, trying to see who we click. You jacking for one, then you lose your life. Bitch, I'm a demon and I told a pipe. Nigga, smelly a bitch, got pulled for a bite.
Less than a month after uploading this, sadly Notti was stabbed to death.
Alright.
Then the Notti Bop dance mocking his death was made by the 4-1 members. Now this Notti Bop dance stirred up a lot of drama for 4-1. A lot of people thought this was way too disrespectful, especially just due to how young Notti was when he died. This even caused issues inside the group. A rapper from the 4-1 group called Maya Kenzo posted to her Instagram saying that she's not messing with the Notti Bop and says she's staying in her own lane. 4-1 member Kyle Rich then posted up on his Instagram that Maya Kenzo is not a part of 4-1 anymore, and then Maya took 4-1 out of her Insta bio. Even surprisingly,
that'd be crazy. Like, that's what I mean. Well, wouldn't say that's what I mean. That's what a lot of people mean by people pick and choose. If I'm my own person, I feel as if, like, even though you my homie or something, but I feel as if, like, you wrong or something, and you get mad at me by saying, yo, you not part of the gang no more or nothing like that. Like, you make me feel as if, like, I won't ride for you for anything. But I am my own person. It was right is right, and was wrong is wrong, and then I don't want to put myself into danger. Like, you get what I'm saying? As far as in, like, you know, some people they'll give you a pass to be like, all right, well, I know your man's is saying it and you not, so I'm going to chill on you. But you'll have some people that be like, yo, because you backing with your man saying I'm going to get you. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, how y'all feel about that, man? Down in the comments, yo.
Had a big issue with this
like
as well.
If you in a gang,
to Instagram.
if you in a gang or clique or something like that, and you stand up for yourself or what you feel is right, do you feel as if like the gang or the hood shouldn't kick you out? Like you still should be a part? Like what makes you any difference? Because me and you having this one thought that's different. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know that down in the comment.
Pretty much stating that he's not taking any more talk on Notti's name, and followed up on another post saying that 4-1 are talking about Notti just for clout. It's kind of surprising that Blockwork was sticking up for Notti, considering that Notti literally made a track before he passed, saying he's not messing with 4-1 members because they're chilling with Blockwork. Blockwork and members of 4-1 go back and forth on socials.
Your block don't even jack you. Sugar Hill's what? They don't jack you.
Oh, social media.
Blockwork even made a diss track directed towards 4-1 called 4-1K. Dissing 4-1 members individually, while also dissing a whole lot of other people that had nothing to do with the situation. Notti's brother Didi Osama, alongside other members of OWAS, also made a track after Notti Bop was released called Notti Gang, dissing literally the whole of Harlem and the Bronx, who was all doing the Notti Bop at the time. I want to know what everyone thinks of this song. Do people think 4-1 went too far with this one? And I want to know how everyone thinks this is gonna end. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Peace. Yo, definitely would say like my fault. I had to cut a lot of stuff real fast. Baby woke up. But anyway, yo, I definitely would say as far as in everything that's happening with rap and all this other stuff. Anyway, man, I got a lot to say. I forgot because I just did something parent-wise. Y'all want me to do anything else? Y'all already know. Tear them comments up. Definitely would go live and do other things like that, like I said before. Only thing I have to do is just figure out how do I make the video stop chopping or make my camera go a little more smooth. But anyway, outside of that, y'all gonna catch me a little bit more. Like I told you before, this channel is growing. Appreciate all the support. And no outro.